GF left me and our daughter 10 years ago cause she wanted her freedom back. Bao, she wants her family back cause she's afraid. It all started 16 years ago when I got to know Lucy. She was the most incredible girl I had ever met. Smart, elegant, hilarious, and gorgeous. When we first started dating, I was overjoyed, and we had a baby a year into our relationship. Living with my fiance, taking care of our small kid, and creating a happy family was the life I was living. I was deeply in love with Lucy, and in a few years, we were going to tie the knot. Being the flower girl at the wedding, our daughter was the one who was most looking forward to it. Everything appeared to be flawless. Up until the day, a guy wanted to talk to me as I was leaving for home. Before he mentioned Lucy, I thought he could be trying to sell me something. He requested me to have a private conversation. Then he asked me to kindly step back and stop worrying about the wedding since he and Lucy really wanted to be together. Before he began telling me a lot of impossible-to-know things about her, I didn't think he was telling the truth. I informed her about it, hoping it was all an error, and I ran back home as soon as I could since I didn't want this to be true. However, it wasn't. She told me everything in the following hour. She has been unfaithful to me for the past 24 months. She revealed to me that all of her declarations of love for me, our family, and each other were falsehoods. How her new partner was more attractive, powerful, youthful, and a better lover. She said that she didn't want to be dependent on me, that becoming a mother had taken away her independence, that she didn't want to be a wife, and that she just wanted her freedom back. Her statement that she was relieved I had finally found out and could now go was the last jab. I tried to mend our relationship by crying, pleading, humbling myself, and getting down on my knees. But she didn't want me to. She enjoyed the rush and excitement this new guy gave her. She departed us the following day. I felt dehumanized, emasculated, and broken, but I was required by my daughter. She needed me to be strong for her because she was upset. Her mother had left, and she felt that it was her fault. She had heard Lucy say she no longer wanted to be a mother. Lucy's parents were so ashamed of their daughter's behavior that they were unable to look me in the eye without apologizing for everything Lucy had done. Fortunately, we had support from both my family and Lucy's family in every way possible. I will always owe everyone for their assistance. Let's fast forward 10 years. My daughter and I are happy now, after much time and treatment. My existence is illuminated by her, a stunning 15-year-old woman that I adore. We have a great life, and our scars have healed. However, she later returned. Lucy was waiting for my daughter and me in front of our apartment, wanting to talk when we arrived home. I recognized her right away, and I wish I could say that I did something admirable, like ignore her, urge her to go, or at the very least act aggressively toward her. However, no, I'm an idiot. As soon as I saw her, my heart skipped a beat. Even though she was still gorgeous, she somehow appeared even better. Perhaps it was her advanced age, the outfit, or the makeup, I'm not sure, but I welcomed her in while our daughter gave us some distance by going to her room. She told me all that she had done since her departure. She essentially shared a few years of her life with that guy. She talked about how much fun she was having and how she thought those were the happiest years of her life. However, she soon realized that the enthusiasm of her new relationship was waning, and at some time, she began cheating on him as well. She claimed that she yearned for a sense of excitement in life. That relationship eventually ended, and she began dating other men. Her relationships grew shorter than the last until she was just having casual get-togethers. She said that, up until last year, she was too proud to acknowledge that she had erred, but that occasionally she had thought of our family. When she was diagnosed with COVID-19, it affected her so severely that she thought she would die, and came to terms with her stupidity, loneliness, and the mistakes she had done so long ago. Following all of that, she expressed her contrition for all she had said and done, and she declared herself prepared to wed me and start the family we had always dreamed of. I asked her to go after she was finished so I could have some alone time to reflect. She agreed and promised to return the next day. I had been dreaming of her return for years, and now it was really occurring. However, something didn't feel right. Ever since, she has paid us nearly daily visits, eager to discuss our good childhood memories and how we may reunite as a family. I made an assistance request to my friends and family. The majority of them said that if I took her back, I would be making the biggest error of my life. Some suggested that I give her an opportunity. I needed a considerable amount of time to recover before I could begin forming new connections and risk everything. My daughter and I had a lengthy talk about all of this one evening. She is my mother. Therefore, I always strive to include her in every aspect of our lives, and she was also concerned about this matter. She once surprised me by asking, "Can you really love someone that hurt us so much?" Which made me realize how insightful and mature she is, and all I required was that. If I allowed her to harm my daughter once more, I could never forgive myself. I told Lucy that as well. I told her we are not going back, but if she wants to hang out with our daughter or have a relationship, that's fine with me, only if my daughter wants it. Lucy merely promised that she would persevere and that she would make me fall in love with her once more. Update. I appreciate all of the responses and advice, since I didn't anticipate receiving as many as I did. Thank you to everyone who helped me see that I still had feelings for my ex and wasn't over her, especially to those who pointed out the danger of harming my daughter by allowing her to re-enter our lives. Though I am aware of my weakness, I will not allow her to harm my child in the future. Don't worry though, I'm not going back to her. She had insisted on meeting ever since the post because she wanted to discuss. I made the decision to give her one last talking to and to establish my limits. We went to a public spot to meet. The conversation dragged on and on. I wanted her to be honest, so I warned her that as soon as I discovered she was lying, I was going. I inquired if she genuinely apologized, or were we her only choice? Are we merely a token of her affection, or did she truly love us? Was it love that brought her back, or was it just that she couldn't find another man? None of that could be answered by her. She simply stated statements like, "I'm not like this anymore. It's not like that, and you need to understand me." She persisted in wanting to give her another chance, in believing that we might love one another again, and in our ability to be together. She never once brought up our daughter. It wasn't until I made the observation that she began to speak of her. I tried to tell her that we were over, but she grabbed my hand and, true to what some of you had told me, tried to entice me. She pulled down her blouse, showed me her cleavage, and said we could find a room where I could do anything I wanted with her and she wouldn't say no. I didn't know that woman at all. She wasn't my Lucy. She wasn't the incredible woman I had met. She wasn't my daughter's mother, and I didn't even know who she was. I told her it was over and to please let me leave. We were having a great life without her, so please, leave us alone. Neither my kid nor I wanted anything to do with her. Then she lost it, telling me that I was unable to leave her, that it was not my decision and that she had nothing left, that I'm unable to take her daughter away. I'm still not sure why, but something about that last statement set me off. The following are close to what I stated at that same moment. They are not my exact words. Your daughter? Your daughter? She is not your mother. You are not her mother. You are just her birth mother. Where were you when she was ill, please? When she got a fever? Where were you? When did she feel afraid that night? When did her first teeth fall out? When she used to cry at night because she was missing her mother? On her first day of school, where were you? When her first menstruation occurred? When she dated for the first time? When the second time her heart broke? Since her mother was the one who initially caused her heartbreak. Which ass when she needed a mother figure? You never behaved that way. Thus you have no right to claim to be her mother. I watched as she attempted to respond, but she struggled to find the right words. I parted ways with her. She texted me from home, saying she loved me and could change, but I was done. She asked for another meeting, another chance. You were all correct. She doesn't love our baby or me at all. She is purely self-centered, and I don't need that in my life. She is not necessary for me. Soon, my daughter and I will resume our therapy sessions. Some of you were right. I need to improve myself, become more resilient, and let go of my sentiments for her because they are only memories of what I believed her to be.